This is the end of unit study guide for the test that you're having next week. So, what I see here is it says a carpenter wants to cut a board that is 10 and 554 thousandths feet long into 6 equal pieces. Cut means divide. So I'm going to do my board divided into 6 pieces. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my math. The next one. Select all the expressions that have the same value as 783 divided by 7. So I wrote my numbers, 783 divided by 7. That's hard to see too. Okay. And then I look here. So what this one did was this person took their decimal point and they moved it 3 places to the left, which means if I do this one 3 places to the left, I've got to do this one. So remember that a whole number has a decimal point right there. If I go 3 to the left, I have to put in my zeros, and I see that, oh wait, this is same as this, so this one does work. So you need to try that for all of them. You are not doing the math. You are just checking to see which of these go with each other. Which is the closest quotient to 6,173 divided by 6 thousandths? All fractions mean divide. Write the denominator outside. And remember, because this is a decimal, we have to move this 1, 2, 3 to the right, which means we need to move this 1, 2, 3 to the right. And then you need to do a tiny bit of division to choose which of these answers would work. One way to convert from inches to centimeters is to multiply the inches by 2.54. So I'm going to multiply the inches by 2.54. Put a 1 under there. So I'm going to multiply and multiply, and then once I've done this multiplication, all fractions mean divide. Write the denominator outside. So whatever you get for your numerator, you're going to divide that by 4. Next one, find each quotient using long division. Fraction bar. 8 goes into, how many groups of 8 are in 4,344? Go ahead and do your math. Remember, you might have to add a decimal point and some zeros maybe. And then here, how many groups of 14 are in 812? Once again, might have to add a decimal point and some zeros. On to the back. A sign in a bakery gives these options. You can buy 12 cupcakes for $31, 24 cupcakes for $61, 50 cupcakes for $130. So you have to find the unit price. So that's the price per cupcake. Price per cupcake. So the price is 31, the cupcakes is 12, so I'm dividing by the number of cupcakes. So I'm going to do 12. Oh gosh, you can't see that either. 12 divided into 31, add a decimal point and zeros. I'm going to do this one with you. So groups of 12 and 3, 0. Groups of 12 and 31, 2, gives me 24. Subtract and I get 7. Bring down my 0. How many groups of 12 are in 70? 5, gives me 60. Subtract, I get 10. Bring down my 0. How many groups of 12 are in 100? 8, gives me 96. Subtract, I get 4. Bring down another 0. How many groups of 12 are in 40? There are 3. So I'm done there, even though there's leftovers. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to remember that when I'm talking money, I'm talking these numbers here. So my question is my answer going to be $2.58 a cupcake or $2.59 a cupcake? Because this is a 3, the 8 stays. So one cupcake at this bakery is $2.58. So you need to find out how much these cupcakes are and how much these cupcakes are, and the lowest unit's price, that's the lowest price per cupcake. So the next problem is going to be 24 into 61.000 and 50 into 130. All right, next question. A stack of $800 bills is 2 24/100 inches tall. Han guesses that each bill is 16 thousandths of an inch thick. Is Han correct or incorrect? Compute the thickness, that means do the math, of each piece of paper. So we're going to take 2 and 24 hundredths and divide it by 800. Well, right away, I see I've got to add a 0. So we put a 0 here, and then I'm going to say how many groups of 800 and so forth. All right, the cookie question is just like the cupcake question. So same idea, 31 divided by 16, 25 divided by 14, and 49 divided by 28. Next one we did in class. Remember that it's Kieran and his friends, so it's 4 people into 2448. And then we have the same kind of question as this one up here. So we're going to do 400 divided into 2 and 16 hundredths. Thanks for your time. Have a good evening.